Next question. Rico Ltd is quoting at 100 rupees in the market. So the price of the security is given as 100 rupees. It has set next Thursday, 11th of the March as a record date for declaration of 3 rupees per share dividend. Means on 11th of March, those shareholders who are holding shares of the company will be entitled to receive dividend of rupees 3. That is what the significance of the record date. That is what they have provided over here, record date. If the exchange in which it is traded is following T+2 settlement, T+2 settlement stands for, T stands for the transaction, +2 stands for +2 days. Means the day on which you are doing transaction, +2 days is the date on which, say, it will be recorded in the register of the companies. It means that, say, suppose I have purchased the shares, then today I purchased a share, then the date of the transaction +2 days, that is what's at the time at which my name will be enrolled in the shareholders register. And if at all I sell the security today, then the date of transaction +2 days, that is the date on which my name will be removed and said the purchaser's name would be added in the register. So it takes 2 days, that is the question. So that is what the information that they have given. A question is, what will be ex-dividend date? That is a question. So please write down answer of the question. A question, answer, in that write down T+2 means transaction plus 2 days, full stop. Whenever a trader will enter in a transaction comma after 2 days name of purchaser is added, is replaced with name of seller. In bracket I am writing shareholder. Make this as first point. Second point, record date is 11th March. It means on 11th of March those shareholders holding shares of the company will be entitled for dividend of rupees 3. And third point, this is important, ex-dividend date means date from which purchasing share will not entitle purchaser of security for dividend income for dividend income. Full stop. I repeat the last point that I have dictated. The question says that so you're required to mention that say what is the ex-dividend date. What does it mean? It means that say the date from which if at all you purchase a security, then in that case you will not be entitled to receive dividend of Rico Ltd. I want you to write the answer in the chat box that what is the ex-dividend date. So write down answer. Ex-dividend date is 10th March. Let us understand that say why it is 10th March. See, we understand that say I am just taking randomly 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 like that I am taking the date, that is the dates. The question is providing that say if at all you are shareholder, as per the shareholders register on 11th of March, you will be entitled to receive the dividend. Suppose you are purchasing the security on 7th, then your name will be there in the register on 9th. If at all you purchase, let us say on 8th, your name will be there on 10th. If at all you purchase the security on 9th, then in that case your name will be there on 11th. So if at all you purchase on 9th, still you are eligible for dividend. However, if at all you purchase the security on 10th, you will not be entitled for dividend. Why? Because we understand that your name will be there in the shareholders register on 12th, and by that time the company has already prepared a list of the shareholders who are entitled for dividend. This is what we understand. So second question, what will be the ex-dividend price? That is a question. Answer for the B question. Again I am dictating a small note to you before we understand its answer. As per the given information, comma, 11th March is next Thursday, and today market price of share is rupees 100. This price is called cum dividend price. Full stop. It means anyone who purchases security today will be entitled for dividend income of rupees 3. full stop. With paragraph read down, in this question, we have to find ex-dividend price, full stop. It means such price of security once entitlement of dividend lapse, full stop. Giving some explanation to you, it's very simple. See, ex-dividend means that, say, once the right of the dividend is lapsed, what will be the price of the security? In short, what will be the price of the security from 10th of March onwards? That is what we are required to answer in the B part of the question. Please write your answer in the chat box. So friends, we understand that the answer of the question is rupees 97. That is like current price minus present value of dividend. But since the time period is very less and even the rate of interest is not given, so it is 100 minus 3. The current market price of the equity share is influenced with this dividend declaration. Once the right of the dividend will lapse, the price of the security will fall down with the amount of the dividend income which the investor is going to receive. So the price of the security will fall down with the dividend income. Importantly, remember that whenever we have been provided with the information about the price of the security along with the dividend information, then it is always assumed that the current market price of the equity share is inclusive of the present value of the dividend effect. Just write down a note for this. Whenever information about dividend is given, comma, it is always assumed that current price is inclusive of present value of dividend effect. There are 3 questions, C, D and E. Write answer for these 3 questions in the chat box and then I will give answer to you. C question is, if Mr. A purchased the shares on 8th of March, is he entitled for dividend? Write down answer. Yes, Mr. A will be entitled for dividend. Next question, is Mr. X entitled for dividend if he has purchased share on 10th of March? No, Mr. X will not be entitled for dividend, comma, if he purchases the share on 10th March. If not, what is the latest date before which he should have purchased shares? Answer is very simple once again. Mr. X should have purchased shares by 9th March. Next, Mr. P holding 1000 shares of Rico Ltd sells shares on 10th March. Will he receive dividend? We can say that yes, of course he will receive dividend. Mr. P will receive dividend. So small summary. So summary of the entire answer. In question number A, we had to give an answer that say what is the ex-dividend date. For that, we have understood that the T plus 2 means basically the date of transaction plus 2 days. That is the time period by which your name will be entered into the shareholders register if at all you are purchasing the security, or your name will be removed if at all you are selling the security. Record date is say 11th of March, so you should purchase the security by 9th March, and if at all you purchase from 10th onwards, you are not entitled for dividend. So ex-dividend date is 10th of March. That is say what the first question answer. B question, in that say importantly we understand that whatever the price which is given to us in the question is cum dividend price. So whenever the company will pay dividend, with that say the price of the equity share will suddenly fall with the amount of the dividend. So over here from 100 rupees it will reduce to rupees 97. That is what we understand. Of course its present value is required to be considered, but since over here the time period is very short and the rate of interest is not given, we are ignoring that effect. The remaining 3 questions are very simple. If at all you purchase a security on 8th, you will be entitled for dividend. If at all you purchase a security on 10th, you will not get dividend. You should purchase the security by 9th March. And if at all you sell the security on 10th, then in that case your name will be removed on 12th, and on 11th your name will be there in the shareholders register, so you will be entitled for dividend.